everyone, and welcome back to Filmy File Rights, where we talk about all things film. Today, let's talk about the film that's going crazy at the box office and breaking all the records to potentially become the highest grossing film of the year. Yes, I'm talking about Zootopia 2. This film was released on 26 November 2025 and had the fourth biggest opening of all time, coming in after Avengers Endgame, Infinity War, and Spider-Man No Way Home. And at the time of recording, it has officially crossed $1 billion at the global box office. But the question arises, why did it perform so well? And how was Disney finally able to give us a good sequel? Personally, as someone who loved watching the first part, I was really scared that the second part would disappoint, because that's the usual pattern, right? You get an iconic movie that is so unbeatable, it's perfect. And then the filmmakers decide to give it a mediocre sequel that performs poorly at the box office and disappoints the whole fandom. This is something that Disney has been doing since the past few years, where they are producing some poorly made live action films or giving us sequels which no one asked for, like Frozen 3 or Toy Story 5, 6 or 7 or whatever that's releasing next year. All these projects feel like blatant cash grabs that disappoint the viewers. But this was not the case for Zootopia. Zootopia was that one movie where people wanted to see more. More of the Zootopia world, more of the dynamic between Nick and Judy, and Disney absolutely served it. I'm so glad that they took 9 years for it. I know it's a huge time, but I think it's good that they took their time to do the film right instead of rushing it and going for another cash grab. But how did Disney top a film that was already so perfect? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about visuals and animation. Animation from big studios like Disney is expected to be better than the previous one. But adding to that, the creators did a great job of world building. They expanded the existing universe of Zootopia and built some visually appealing scenes like the Centennial Gala or the Burning Mammal Festival. They created the Marsh Market, where they added a whole new bunch of marine mammals and reptile species. They designed and seamlessly made all these different species coexist together, in spite of different character designs and movements. Speaking of character design, they introduced to us multiple new characters, but also maintained the balance by keeping in the original fan favorite characters from the first film, like Clawhauser, Mr. Big, his daughter, Chief Bogo, Gazelle, and of course, Flash, 100-yard dash. And all of this added to the familiarity of the film. Just like the last film, they added a whole lot of animal-related puns, gags, and the humor of the film was next level. They also added Easter eggs and references to multiple Disney and non-Disney films like Ratatouille, Tangled, Frozen, The Shining, Silence of the Lambs, and so many more. Like, we need a whole different video about this. Alongside an already star-studded cast, there are several cameos in this film. Disney brought together a whole slate of celebrities and actors like Josh Gad, Auli Icravelio, Dwayne Johnson, Ed Sheeran, Macaulay Culkin, Brenda Song, Robert Irwin, and even internet celebrities like Mae Martin and Nick DiGiovanni. Let's talk about the musicality now. I am not a music girly, but what I know is just like the last film song, Try Everything, they came up with a really good, fresh, new, catchy song, Zoo, which again is an absolute banger. And what I really liked is that both the songs resonated and aligned with the message that film tried to convey. Like, the first movie was all about Judy trying to prove herself and follow her dreams. And the song Try Everything was all about it. And the second film is all about partnership and the people, or should I say animals, that we really care about. and the song reflects that too. Now, spoiler alert. If you have not watched the film and don't want any spoilers, please skip to the given timestamp. Okay, so can we guys talk about how the filmmakers have cracked the code for great villain twist? I mean, to be honest, I did not see that coming at all. For me, Pobbert was just a normal side character with no major role in the film. I did not have a hunch about him being a villain because we were already shown that his family, the Linksleys, were the ultimate villain, and that Gary the Snake was actually the good guy. So, if I had my suspicion on anyone, it was on Gary because of how sweet, innocent, and wholesome his character was. I mean, Ki Hui Kwan absolutely nailed that character. But when they showed us the scene where Nick gets locked outside the weather walls, the creators made us suspicious of Nibbles. But then later cleared it up and made Judy acknowledge and say that thank goodness there was no such twist this time because the last time we did this there was one. And they really manipulated us there. Because the immediate next scene was of Pobbert stabbing Judy with the venom and half of the theatre audibly gasped, including me. So basically the filmmakers said that, oh, there's gonna be a twist, and then they said, oh no, we're just kidding, we have already done that in the first part, we're just bluffing. And then they actually gave us a twist, which is kind of a double bluff situation if you think about it. But I'm not complaining. I mean, I completely enjoyed it. And now, all of us, let's address the elephant in the room. Something that the whole fandom wanted was Nick and Judy being together. And I think the creators did a good job of giving a lot of content to all the Wild Hops shippers out there without making it a weird movie for the kids. I mean, it's Disney after all. But it's good to see that now the creators themselves are officially acknowledging the ship and what the fans want. Nick and Judy's character development was very well done, especially the way they interacted with each other as partners felt very genuine and organic. I also loved how they utilized and kept the continuity of the carrot recorder pen in the second part. In the first movie itself, it was a crucial part of the plot, and now in the second one, it became much more important. It became the symbol of Nick and Judy's partnership. Speaking of the recorder pen, I hope you all stayed for the post-credit scene that hinted us towards another sequel, that's part 3, which is going to be about birds. The first one was about prey versus predator and commented on social issues like racism. Then we got a reptiles versus mammals, which talked about colonialism. And it would be interesting to see in what direction the next film leads us. Overall, I would say that this was a 10 on 10 sequel. Because come on, in this era, I'm not expecting Disney or any other film franchise in general to produce a good sequel. Disney did a great job. And I think with this good of a sequel, I'm expecting and trusting the creators to give us a good part 3 as well. Because the world of Zootopia has a lot of potential to unlock. So yeah, if you haven't yet watched the film, I think it's time that you go and watch it right now. Because I'm sure you'll absolutely love it. And yeah, that's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed watching till here, please do consider subscribing and follow for more such content. Bye for now. Have a great day.